We should be live. We should be live. Hopefully, we're live.
Okay,
Because
I'm staring.
you're staring at the screen.
Yeah, I'll stare in a hole in the video player right now. There we go. We are live.
Yeah.
Loading video.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. It said we're loading video, then it said offline.
What? Damn you,
Wait,
OBS!
wait,
Damn
wait.
you!
Wait, loading video? Is it gonna work? Yes! We are
Yay!
live. But I am not Forever Karibo.
Oh my gosh! What the heck? I swear I
can
changed
be
that.
Karibo for the day.
Hey, I swear I changed that. I swear I
You
changed
just
that.
have to be okay with me cussing every 5 minutes. Oh man,
I
Karibo.
swear I changed that.
Dad Militant Gaming, what up, Dad Fox? Yo, Fox, you put the arms up but no face. What's you slipping today, man?
He's tired. He's tired. He's tired. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Wait. I messed up again.
Not
I
FedEx,
messed up
not
again.
FedEx.
I messed up.
Wait, well, yeah, there you go.
There we go. There you go. You didn't see that before, guys. You didn't see that. That never happened. Okay, that never happened. Hi, welcome to Tea Time with Mo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Dad Fox, Milton Gaming. How's it going, guys? And I have here with me, on this side, Fred.
What's up, everybody?
FredEx919.
What's going on? What's going on? I have to remember to look at the camera. I have a bad mistake when I'm streaming of looking at the chat or at the Skype and not the camera. I want to stare a hole in everybody's eyes and souls
Dude,
today.
I do that too much. I do that too much. Because my screen is under my camera. So I'm always looking at my screen. Like I'm doing it right now, actually. And I never look at the camera. So yeah, it
Make people
happens.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So for those that do not know who you are, introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Fred, and I'm just that average Twitch TV streamer. No one special. I, of course, stream on 2 channels, my own personal channel, but also the CCL community channel. And yeah, I'm mostly known as that hard game playing, Street Fighter raging, Call of Duty gunning, no Mario Kart having guy. That would be me. Yeah.
Wow. You forgot
And of
Scaredy
course-
Cat as well, though.
Of course, 110% supporter of the Power Planeteers.
Oh man,
Can't forget
thank
that,
you,
can't
thank
forget
you.
that.
We really appreciate that. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
I love this overlay you have, man.
Oh, thank you. I actually got it made by one of my friends called Miss Busterlust, who usually comes in a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, I seen that the other day. It's pretty cool. I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah. So what are you drinking today?
Yeah, so, I wasn't prepared with tea. So I'm breaking the mold, and I'm doing Powerade, the green kind.
Snap.
The Ghostbusters flavor. There you go.
Ghostbusters flavor?
It's not really, but it looks like that. What is it called?
Like
Ectoplasm? or whatever?
ectoplasm, yeah, ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I am actually drinking tea, like a British man. But I'm using someone's cup that they gave me.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot all about that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I don't actually drink from it very often. I put it on the side, and my little sack boy, he's sat in there. He's just chilling there. So
Love it.
yeah, I like to keep all my presents and stuff, like gifts and stuff like that. I like to keep it away from everyone else in the house. Because if I leave this out, someone's gonna drink from it. They'll break it, and I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
See? That brings back good memories of PAX East.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's such a shame that I'm very unlikely to come to PAX East this year.
Dude, me and Shimmy have already determined that we are gonna do Dancing for Dollars and raise money for enough money for everyone to go.
Oh, hey, that would be amazing. That would be amazing if you could do that. But I don't know. We'll see. It seems very doubtful that I could raise the money for myself.
Well, I don't like the flights, man. The flights from where you would come from, it's just
It's
insane. So I don't
ridiculous.
blame you at all,
Yeah,
man.
ridiculous. Well, you know what? I'll save up my money and maybe I'll try and go to San Diego. Who knows? Who
Yeah, why
knows?
not,
Yeah.
right? There's three PAXs now, but PAX Prime maybe, or San Diego Comic Con, or there's all types of events. And if you don't go to an event, you always have a million gaming friends here in North Carolina,
That's
so you can
true.
just come down here and visit.
That's true. That's true. And I would love to take you up on that offer one day. One day.
All right. We could
Yeah,
do we
man.
could we can road trip up and down the East Coast to see all like the Twitch people.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know what? That's one of my biggest dreams is to go
Mm.
to America and actually have a road trip from maybe like the East Coast to the West Coast and then all the way down and around, and that'd be amazing, I think.
That would
Yeah.
be fun. That would be fun. That would be
There's so
long, but that would
much.
be fun.
Yeah. There's so much I would want to see though. I mean like yeah, if I had unlimited funds, that would be something I would love to do. I would absolutely love to do that. You
Well,
know.
I would say if you had to go one place like when you came here, like you got to go to at least most people that come to the US they want to go to like to California to LA.
Hmm.
Usually they relate a lot to that from movies and stuff like that, but it's a lot to see there like on the West Coast, like in LA and San Francisco, pretty awesome. So those would be the two places that I would want to like show you around.
Oh wow. Okay, I would love to go and check those out. I would love to check those out. I think for me, there's one place that my one of my besties over the internet, she keeps telling me to go to Hawaii.
Hmm.
Keeps telling me to go to Hawaii, and I'm like, do you know how much it costs to go to Hawaii? Firstly, well, she's originally from Hawaii, so
It will.
she lives there.
It's
But
probably worth it. I hear Hawaii is nice.
yeah,
I've never been there though.
I
But I
would.
hear Hawaii
You
is
know what?
nice.
Twitch hangout in Hawaii. Let's do this.
There you go.
Let's do this.
I'm with that. I'm with that. We can get everybody to go.
Yeah, we've been messing about with the concept of something like that. I mean, like, why do we have
Yeah,
to go to an event to hang out? You know, why can't we just go and have a
exactly.
vacation? You know, I think
And to
that'd be
be
dope.
honest, if we just did like the little vacation getaway, it might actually be cheaper than doing an
An
event.
event, exactly. Yeah,
'Cause,
I'm guessing
yeah.
you would be. Yeah, but then
So,
again, you would want to go like sightseeing and everything like that. But you know,
right,
but
right.
if you could like hire a house out, and then you just buy food, and then
Mhm.
you could
Pretty
someone
much.
could cook or whatever, people could cook or whatever. That would be amazing, I think.
It would. Well,
Yeah.
like I used to talk about this with Missy a whole lot, and
Hmm.
she was saying how like in Florida they have these beach houses that you can rent out for like a week,
Oh yeah.
and pretty inexpensive, and like you could fit a lot of people in there, and that would have been like the perfect thing. Because at the time she was in Florida and also Chicky was in Florida, so it was
Yeah.
like that would have been a perfect place to go
That
to.
would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was thinking about going to Florida at one point as well, because I wanted to go to like all the. Well, I've been to Florida before, but like Disney parks and Universal parks and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
What up,
Wabbit!
Babbitt?
How's it going, bud? That's a lot of gas money. That Fox is saying. Yeah, it's a lot of gas money. It's a way too much gas money.
It is, but hey, once in a lifetime. You see, Wabbit knows, yeah, because I think Wabbit is in that area too. See, we need to
Yeah.
make that happen. We need to make that happen finally.
Yo, if
It's
you get
enough. I
that,
think it's enough people that actually want to do that.
yeah.
That it would be pretty easy to organize.
Yo, if you guys all do organize that, send an invite my way, and who knows, I might even make an appearance. Who knows? Depends on the money. Depends on. Yeah, I mean, I'm saving up as it is. I'm saving up for a new computer, but that money could possibly trickle into something like a hangout. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I
So
don't know, man. New computer is a big deal, man. I don't know. I don't
it
know. You
is.
get to hang out with some
I-
awesome people, though.
Yeah, you do exactly. And yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. I mean, like with a computer though, it'll be better for my streaming and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't know. You can't really beat an experience like I had at PAX East.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
you can't
Agree.
really beat that. No computer in the world is gonna beat that. You know, so
That Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Twisted Rogue. What up, Twisted?
Twisted Rogue, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so I have one burning question I've been wanting to ask you
Oh my
since
gosh.
yesterday.
On the hot seat.
How did the pie feel?
Oh god, the pie. It was very sticky. Well, actually, it started off very soft and oozy, and then it got sticky. That was the absolute most messy thing I think I've ever done.
Hmm.
because it was 3 pies, and what I didn't expect was that the pie crust completely disintegrated the second
What?
I did it, and so it immediately, all the pie crust immediately fell right into my lap, and then like on the
Wow.
sides, and so like when I was finished, I was like trying to figure out how I could stand up without it all falling on the floor, and it got all over the place, and it was just messy. I'm probably gonna have bugs around here, but you know what? It was for a good cause,
It is
and
for a good
everybody
cause.
knows Fred don't turn down challenges, especially not when
Uh-huh.
it's for a great cause.
So if you guys want to know why Fred pied himself in the face, there's a link right there, guys. We're raising money for Macular Degeneration Association. Just to be brief, they're trying to cure blindness.
Right.
So who doesn't want to cure blindness, really? So your money could be going towards something, you know, uh, someone helping someone else. So, you know, check them
I,
out. If you can
I
donate,
joined the
donate.
fight to improve sight.
Yep, join the fight to improve sight. Exactly, exactly, guys. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it was like that whole like doing that was fun. I mean, it was it was
Mhm.
messy, but it was fun, and people in the chat got involved and
Yeah,
donated, and
it was funny. It was funny. It's a
it
good
was,
thing because a few minutes before I said I had to go because I had to like really get to sleep. But
Mhm.
then I'm really happy that I stayed and watched that happen because it was
Yeah,
hilarious. It was hilarious.
I highlighted it and
Uh,
have the link. I'll put it in the chat
yeah, that's cool.
if anybody wants to see it. Wait, here it is. Okay, so there's the link to it if anybody would like
Yay!
to see it. That is the link for the Pies for Eyes.
Pies for eyes. Yeah, that was hilarious. So I've got to admit that was hilarious. When I did
But,
mine,
uh,
I know the mess. I know what the mess was about. It
but you
went
did a
all
pie
over.
with crust on the top, so it
Yeah,
was
I did. I did. I was very tempted to take the crust off, but then it would just be cherries. So I was like,
yeah.
just let's just stick with the crust on top. Yeah, man. That's just how it is.
Armitage.
Emma Tears. How you going, bud? Yeah. Mm.
But yeah,
So
it was cool. It was cool. Like I love doing stuff like that. I mean, this is just awesome way to make it fun, and hopefully everyone else jumps on board. I know Machacho Malo did it.
yeah, he did. He did. He did. He's such a dude, man. That dude.
His was
Yeah.
fun.
It was so funny. Oh my gosh. It was so
You have to
funny.
promise. You have to promise to show my my pies on the live cast one day.
We're going to show that. We're going to show that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Definitely going to be on the live cast, dude.
I made Misty watch it today, so
Oh my
she
gosh.
knows I challenged her. So we
Oh, she
might get
does.
a video from her
Yes,
soon.
yes, 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 yes. But the main thing is, guys, we do this for a good reason. So hopefully you guys can donate and see more. More. The more you donate, the more it might happen. You know. So
Agree.
yeah.
Agree. Well, yeah, y'all are getting close to your next milestone.
We are. We're on
Only
700 right
2,000.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
200. Yeah, yeah. 200 away. And looks like Shimmy and Chicky will be most likely playing Mario Kart blindfolded.
Uh,
So that will be weird. That is going to be weird. But hey,
Haribo!
hi Curry. Yeah, that one is going to be weird. Hi Oni.
Odie! Yo, all the cool kids are in here. All the
Mhm.
cool kids. Pog champs all around. Speedster too. Speedster,
Oh
what's up?
my God, Scarlet Speedster. Yeah. So what games are you playing recently? I know you haven't been streaming recently.
Yeah, I haven't been streaming much, but I'm trying to get back into that. The last game that I played, like, at for a while was Evil Within.
Oh wow.
But I
Okay.
still need to finish that.
Hmm.
But I have no idea when I'm going to finish it because I just picked up. I mean, we're getting to that November 11th date, and if you're following like the release date calendar, November 11th means Halo Master Chief Collection, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed Unity, and then of course Call of Duty came out. So I picked up Call of Duty. So that's like pretty much that's all I'm gonna do this weekend is play Call of Duty.
Call
Probably
of
stream
Duty.
it.
Call of Duty.
Um, and I'm gonna go crazy with it because I I love Call of Duty so much, but Ghost I didn't like it, so I only played it for like a month.
Mm.
So I'm like super hyped. Like I just remember when I first started streaming, there was a couple of guys that I used to play with all the time,
Right, right.
and I haven't played with them for like over a year, but they picked up an Xbox One and Call of Duty, so I'm looking forward to getting back and
Awesome.
playing with them. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey,
So yeah.
Darkus Spawn, how's it going, bud? Yeah, I mean, like, that's cool. You know what, actually, this is a little tidbit here. The first ever stream I ever watched you play was Call of Duty. Black
Was
Ops
it?
2. And you scared me that day. You scared the crap out of me because I've obviously met you on all the other streams, I've met you all over there, and you were so nice. And all of a sudden, you're like you're cussing at the people, you're like, saying how much you get pissed off at the people in the game and stuff like that. And you were like so angry at this one dude, cause he kept going and camping, he kept going camping. You just kept, you know what? You were like, you know what? This time I'm gonna kick his ass, and you went,
That
shot
sounds
him in the
about
face. Oh yeah, it was
that
hilarious.
sounds
though.
about right.
It
That
was
sounds.
hilarious.
There's two games that would bring that out of me. One's Call of Duty, the other one is Street Fighter, and I haven't played Street Fighter in a while, so yeah. That
But
sounds about right though. I
yeah,
remember those days.
but yeah, that was the first game I ever watched you play. And
Well, I have to I gotta get I have to get a I got it on the Xbox, but I'm probably gonna get the PS4 version as well. Like if I could find like a deal, get it a little bit cheaper, cause like I prefer playing on the PS4 these days. But when I went to the store, the freaking PS4 version was sold out. I was like, man,
wow.
yeah. So I
Okay.
ended up having to get the Xbox version. So Spisa says you're salty in all games. This is true, Spisa. I won't deny it.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. You know what I mean? There's this one part in Metal Gear Rising that pissed me off to a point where I just wanted to throw something out the window. Seriously, the bosses in that game are just they know how to annoy you. And I mean, like you said, like in Call of Duty, there's parts of that game that just annoy the hell out of you.
Right.
It's like, especially like when you're a one-on-one and they do some noob move, they just take out a noob tube or something. It's like, come on, come on.
I think it was Dat Fox that mentioned the other day something about you playing on hard mode or something like that.
That's not happening, okay? That's not happening. That's not happening because I have barely got through it in normal. I barely got out with that alive. Seriously, I was just like, no way, man, no way. But hey, you know what? It might happen. It might happen.
It sounds like
But
something.
right now, yeah. Yeah, have you not played the Metal Gears?
I've not played Metal Gear Rising. I've not played it.
Dude, play that
I
one.
hear it's pretty good. And
It is
Speedster, I
decent.
am getting it for the PS4 GTA 5. Yes.
Yes, GTA 5 on the PS4. That's cool. I'm gonna be getting that as well on the PS4. Hopefully.
Where did that? 'Cause I didn't finish it. So. Yeah.
Same here. I think we were on the same part where we just lost interest. I think.
Yeah. Well, it was it was right. It was like a couple weeks before the new consoles came out, and that's why I traded mine in because I traded like a bunch of 360 games in so I could get
Right.
both consoles because I didn't want to pay full price for both of them.
Yeah. I sold my GTA 5 because, well, I knew I was gonna get it on the PS4, so I was like, why the hell would I keep it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But who knows? Who knows?
I'm sure it'll be like, especially if you didn't get like the DLC, it's gonna come with all the DLC and all that stuff. So it'll be it'll be worth picking it up again if you enjoy the game.
Definitely. I feel like that's one game that you could play again. If you
Oh yes.
if you played it once, you can obviously play again. I think there's a lot of replayability about it because there's different scenarios and stuff like that you can go through. And they're always bringing something new with GTA. They're always bringing, and especially like the online and stuff.
Yeah,
hell no.
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to like. That's gonna be a great community game because I know a lot of people are gonna pick it up.
Hell yeah, I think so too. That's the thing. I mean, like when I never gave it a shot. To be honest with you, well, the first time I played it, GTA, I never tried the multiplayer. That's a huge part of that game now. That I kind of, I don't know. I regret it that I didn't try it out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try it out on the PS4 because I've been watching like YouTubers and stuff playing GTA 5, if it's not there, then it's not there. Nobody wants to play it, then.
Well, when it first came out, I didn't really I was all about the single player. Like I didn't really care about the multiplayer at all. But like now, all the DLC packs that have come out, it just makes the game like the multiplayer look so much funner. So, what tea are you? I'm drinking ectoplasma tea.
Ectoplasm. That works. That works. You don't know.
Armitage says he doesn't trade in his games. He's a video game pack rat.
Wow.
Dude, I wish I could be a video game pack rat.
Wow.
I've always traded in games because I don't know.
Money?
I buy a lot of games, though, so it just makes sense because I'll buy a bunch of games, and then some of them will turn out to be complete bust, and I'm like, it's no way I'm playing this again. I don't even want to see this game again. I'm getting rid of it. So,
that's how sometimes it goes. I mean, like right now, I have all of the Bioshocks. I have all of the Metal Gears. I have all of the Final Fantasies. What else do I have? All of the Kingdom Hearts. There's those. All of the Toy Stories. You didn't hear that from me. Do you see the reason I keep those? Because I don't know. I like to collect those. I guess because I feel like they're good collectibles. But there's some games that I just feel like there's no use me collecting, so I trade them in. And then then I'm thinking if I do feel like collecting them in the future, they'd be so dirt cheap that I could. Yeah. It wouldn't really matter, really. So
right.
I just play them, trade them in.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, there's. It's rare that there'll be a game that is like super duper old, but then still the price is like super high. But like there's a few of them out there. Like Shamu is like super expensive to find, and like it was Marvel. I think it was Marvel's Capcom 2 on like I think on the was it the PS2? I think it was still like super expensive.
Oh yeah. PS2 was super expensive in its day. So
yeah, text me yo.
Yeah, that Fox. Okay, fine. I don't have all of them then. I don't have all of them. I have the ones that were major releases. How's that sound?
So glad to see. So glad I keep on $300 for nostalgia equals no bueno. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately.
I really wish I had all of my old my retro games.
Oh really? I think I still do. I think I still have all my like Sega Master System games.
I don't know what happened to my Genesis, but my Nintendo. I let someone borrow it, man. I'm still salty about this. I let someone borrow my Nintendo, and they kept it for so long. And then when I tried to get it back, they was like, "Man, you can't." They was like, I had it for this long. You can't ask for it back now." I was like, "What you mean I can't ask for it back now? You better get my Nintendo." And I never got it back. I was a sucker. I let them keep it.
Dang. That's why I hardly ever let anyone borrow my games. I always forget. I always forget who has my games. And just the other week, I let someone borrow my Tales of Xillia, and I completely forgot that they had it, and I was like, no, it's not gone forever. I still have a chance to get it back, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna still try. Yeah, and not even that. I mean, like, there's some games that I've had in the future that people just don't know how to take care of. Why are you asking for a game that you cannot take care of? You see fingerprints at the back of the discs, and the manual's missing, and it's like, the manual is half of the value!
I never understood that. I don't understand how people can not take care of games. I do not understand that at all. Like how, like you see some people and the quality of their games, and it's just like scratches, fingerprints. There's like disc like all over. I'm like, how could you neglect your games like that? I go crazy if I ever, my games will always stay in decent shape.
Same here. I cannot even stand putting a different game in a different case. It's the same kind of thing. Like it's gonna keep the dust off it, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, Yeah. No. I can't do that. I keep it in decent condition and stuff like that.
Right.
And if you guys are one of those people that borrows games and doesn't take care of them, shame on you.
That's right. Shame on you.
Coming all up in
game
here.
on your dirty table.
Exactly.
How dare they? How
Treated it
dare
like
they?
it's your baby. God damn
Yeah.
it.
And like you said, you can't lose the manual. If you lose the manual, then you are my mortal enemy.
It's well, you don't. You see, some people don't understand. Like, if you tell someone that you have a game without the manual, you'll lose value on that game. You will lose value on that game, and you'll lose respect for that person. So,
Friendship over.
over, dude,
What's up,
over.
Apollo?
Yo, Apollo, what's up, bud? Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things that you just. It's a pet peeve. It's a
I'm gonna
giant
start
pet
buying
peeve.
all digital. Be like, nope, you can't borrow it. You
Hey,
definitely ain't borrowing my console.
I tell you something. You're not exempt from that, even if you got digital. Like, I don't know if you know, when I'm playing Minecraft, you always get that one kid coming in saying, "Ooh, can I game share? Can you game share? Can we do game
Yeah.
share?" It's like, no, we cannot do game share. Thank you. I
Game
paid full
share.
price for this, and you're gonna want it for free. I don't even know you, son.
Yeah, well, God, kids these days, man. Kids these days.
They always want something for free. Everyone wants something for free, and it's like sometimes you just want to be. No, no, you cannot. No, you cannot have this.
Look at Mo, the dream crusher for the kids. The
Dude,
dream
though.
crusher.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just how it is, though. I feel like a lot of people want that, like they want something for free, and they'll be like, "Oh, let me borrow this." I mean, like, I've just paid full price for this game. What is going to make me give you this game for free?
Yeah.
Okay, if there was a trade on or something like, I'll trade you this, then just borrow it for a little while. That's different.
Mhm.
But if you're just wanting the game, it's like, oh, you got the new Call of Duty, let me borrow it for a couple of days. Why?
I know, right?
Why?
What are you gonna do on Call of Duty for like a couple of days? Get to level 25 and then be done with it? Like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is a lifelong game. Once you start, you don't
You
stop
don't
unless
stop,
you just don't like the
exactly.
game.
That thing is addictive. Like, even me, I had a couple of games today. I had um, a few rounds, because that's what I can do. Like, just before I set up or something like that. Like, if I have a few minutes to spend, I play Call of Duty, and it's addictive. You can't just have one match. You have to have like
Yeah.
a couple. Hey, Tree Hugger, how's it going, bud?
Tree hugger, what up?
Yes, yes. So what else have you been playing recently?
So alright, so Call of Duty was one game. I also downloaded Binding of Isaac,
Right,
what
right.
is it, Rebirth? But I've only played it for like 20 minutes because I don't know anything about Binding of Isaac.
Have you
But
not played it on the
I am
PC?
gonna play that. So that was one.
Did you ever play it on the
And
PC?
I did not. I've had the game for the longest. Someone gifted me Binding of Isaac a long, long, long time ago, but I never really played it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to play that. But honestly, yeah, I mean, like I hadn't been streaming, and so I hadn't been playing anything either. So I guess the last game that I really played for like at length was probably Alien Isolation. So
Mm-hmm.
I did finish that, and I thought
Wow.
Alien Isolation was very good. I don't know why it got like bad reviews on certain sites, but man, I had a whole lot of fun with that. You know what? It was fun to stream Alien Isolation because it had that noise detection. It's
Yeah.
super duper fun.
I'll tell you something though. Talking about the reviews and stuff like a review is just another person's opinion.
Yeah.
It's never going to be 100% your opinion. So whenever I look at reviews, I take it with a grain of salt. I feel like some companies are a little biased towards other companies, and some companies are a little less biased to some other companies, and some people just want to try and make a buck or two, from
Right.
their review. So the thing is, what you have to do is you just have to check it out for yourself. Check out the gameplay footage. See if that's something that you want to play. And
Mhm.
like you said, Alien Isolation, you enjoyed that game, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
like, the other
Yeah.
reviews don't really come into play at that point.
Yeah.
And it's the
That's
same with
the
me.
That's the only thing that I can say good about Aliens Colonial Marines. I hated that game so much that it made me love Alien Isolation even more.
Wow. Okay.
But Davot says Dark Souls 2 DLC. Oh god, I need to get that. I still have not brought that DLC.
Really?
I need to buy it. But see, the problem is, man, See, I don't even if I buy that Dark Souls DLC, I have to block out like at least a couple weeks of time because I'm gonna play it so hardcore. Like, because I'm gonna play through the full game again. Like, Dark Souls is, of course, one of my favorite games all time. So,
Mm.
yeah,
Nah, I mean like Dark Souls is it's trolly. It's trolly.
it is.
It's so trolly, and I don't know if I'd ever get into that. I mean, like I tried playing Demon Souls at one point,
Mm.
and I just couldn't get past the first part, and I was like, this game is
It's
sucks.
it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's only
Yeah.
for, I would say, people who are looking for an extreme challenge. Even though I kind of feel like once you get used to the game, it's not as hard as people say it is. But if you're new to the game, it's unless you're looking for like an extreme challenge, because it doesn't really hold your hand. It just throws you
Yeah.
to the wolves, and then it's like good luck.
And it's there's quite a high learning curve for that game, I think, especially Demon Souls, where I saw that I feel like, I mean, it's not that I couldn't play it, it's not that I it was just too challenging for me. No, it's like it would take me a while to get used to the gameplay and how to play it and stuff like that. That I was just like, do I really want to invest this much time on this game? And I've got tons and tons of games still to play. You
Yeah,
know?
that's true, and it's a very it's a lengthy game, so it takes a while because there's so much stuff to do in there. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I see like Arm saying he got tired, or he got tired of the lack of story. Like for me with
Hmm.
Dark Souls, for me it's all about the gameplay. Like I love
Yeah.
the gameplay. Like the combat in there for me is like one of the funnest, and like the different weapons, the leveling and all that stuff. And so that's really what I like about it. Like I can play that, and I can play through it like five different times with a different character class, and have just as much fun, each time. So
Yeah. No, I completely understand that. It's you see some games are good without a story, and some games are great with a story.
right.
Um, and it's all about that gameplay most of the time. Most of the time it's all about the gameplay, but you kind of want a compelling story. I understand what Emitters is saying, like he doesn't really have much of a storyline. That's cool. That's whatever.
Mhm.
But if the gameplay, if you can make your own story through gameplay, then yeah, why the hell not? That's you gotta
It's
some yeah some
It's one
games.
of those games where you have to like you really have to. It leaves a lot for like your interpretation, and you have to like
Mm,
Defox said. It's like in character dialogue, so you really have to sit and talk to the characters for a long time, and then
yeah.
like the different items that you get, and stuff like that, and like the narrations at the beginning. Even though they're short, they tell a whole lot. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, just think about all these multiplayer games. I mean, you can tell some it's just purely gameplay. It's just pure gameplay.
hmm
Thinking about Counter Strike and Call of Duty and stuff. But look at how many people love that game because they make their own stories within the game.
hmm
You know,
Yep.
it's not there's no written path in those games. It's
Right.
mostly multiplayer, and they say I had the best time of my life playing that game because well, I had fun. I made new friends. I had we hung out on that game, and that's making their own storyline
Yeah.
with that gameplay. So it's like how you interpret it really. It's how you
Right.
interpret it.
I love see. There's probably a handful of games that I can say that like I played, and I made tons of friends. Like Gears of War, the original, the very first Gears of War. That was
Wow.
one. Like we used to play that the multiplayer every night, and we met like and when I say me, I mean myself and Chrome DKG.
Yeah.
We used to play that every night, and we met so many people. That was probably like one of the first times that I really started meeting like online gamers and becoming
Hmm.
good friends with them. Like games like that, Call of Duty, I met like a whole lot of friends through. In Street Fighter, I made a whole lot of friends, and so those multiplayer games,
Yeah.
it's
You
you
make some
can,
really good friends on that. That's for sure.
yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I was watching Call of Duty commentary when I got introduced to Twitch.
Mm,
So to say that I'm not into Call of Duty, I don't think I can really say I'm not into Call of Duty because it's actually been a connection for me with, say, you guys. Like I
right.
wouldn't have without Call of Duty. I probably wouldn't have met you guys. So
Yep.
you know, it's
Mhm.
what you're into, really. Yeah, and I completely agree with Treehugger. Like Minecraft, you have to make your own storylines and stuff like that. You know, you meet a lot of people on Minecraft as well. So it's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think the statement is kind of broad when you say that there's no storyline. You gotta kind of make your own storyline in some of these
Yeah.
games. You know.
So I'm just looking through here. I met Oni through Street Fighter. Yo,
Oh,
Oni.
you met only through Street
Well, I guess
Fighter.
through Twitch, but
Okay,
you know, it's
okay.
through Street Fighter streams at least.
Yeah. Hey, Shimmy, welcome. Welcome to the stream, Shimmer.
Hey, Shimmy. Shimizu. Shimmy, we was just talking about Dancing with Dollars. Shimmy's gonna
Dancing
be
for
mad at me because I
dollars.
haven't danced with her in like forever. So
Hey, whatever, man, whatever. You guys gotta shake that booty for that, for them dollars.
do something strange for some change. Yeah, Shimmy gotta fix that internet. Nah, she doesn't. As long as I stream the dancing, I can just get her on Skype and then it'll work perfectly.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's a shame that she's having trouble with her internet recently. So
Yeah.
hopefully she can get back into the whole dancing thing. Yeah.
You know, look, Arm is talking about where he met people through. I wish I could find out where everyone, like everyone in the Twitch communities, I wish I could find out where they met everyone through.
Right.
I could just look down and see. All right, Oni. I know Oni came. I met Oni through like Street Fighter streaming.
Hmm.
Like I would love to know like how he came across other people. Like who came from which channels, who met who through who.
Do you know where you met me?
I remember meeting you. I see. I can't remember if it was through Chicky's stream or Missy's stream. Maybe. I
It's
think it was. I'm pretty sure it was
probably
through.
Missy's.
But I seen. I don't think I seen you in Chicky's stream first. But I know, like, I'm pretty sure, like, that's when I really started talking to you more. Was when I think Power Plantiers came around. But I know
Yeah.
it was one of those streams that I first started seeing you around in.
Mm. Like I said to you, I think I definitely saw you, the first game I saw you play was Call of Duty. I think I met you first in Missy's stream. I think it was Missy's stream because I remember her coming into a friend of ours channel called Diggity19. He doesn't stream anymore, which is a shame. Meh. But yeah, we used to hang out there a lot. Me and Missy used to hang out there a lot. I think I followed her, and then when I was in hers, there was a lot of people, and I think I probably met you and a lot of people in there. I think I met Wabbit there as well.
I think it's safe to say that mostly everyone has either come from Missy's stream, Chicky's stream, I want to say my stream, and also
Yeah.
Ayani's channel. A lot of people
Oh
I met
yeah.
through Ayani's channel. Ayani like really she introduced me to a lot of people that I knew like early on, like that kind of got me started with streaming. Because if I hadn't have met Ayani, I probably wouldn't know half the people. Because like I know I met Missy through her channel. I know like
Oh
Wab,
wow.
Jim, Millie, and like I used to. We used to hang out on stream like all the time. So I met
Mm.
mostly like that's kind of where I started was through Ayani's channel.
Yeah, I mean like it's so amazing to see like the turn that you take in life sometimes, like just a conversation here with a random person or a follow there, and you get introduced into this huge community now, and
Yeah.
you become a founder of the community in your own respect, so
Right.
yeah, I mean like I'm glad I met you guys. I really do.
Yeah.
I was in a very deep, depressing place before I met you guys, but
Mm.
yeah, I got pulled out. I mean like I got introduced into the Power Planeteers
Yeah.
very early into my multiplayer gaming life.
Mhm.
So it's kind of cool to think. It's like it was so
Yeah.
lucky. It was just so out of place for me because this was the first multiplayer thing I had ever done,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was so refreshing because everyone was so positive and we
Right.
made this group that still stands to today, and oh, it's
The
just amazing. It's an amazing roller coaster ride.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been very fortunate with this community because like everybody supports everyone's channel, so it's like
exactly.
whoever comes to your channel, they go to all of our channels. Whoever comes to my channel goes to all.
Definitely.
So and yeah, everybody's like super cool because there's some communities out there where it's just like nothing but trolls. But I was just saying in the chat,
League
I
of
know a lot
Legends.
of people. We met a lot of people through Chicky's 12-hour stream when she was on front page. She had like
Yes, yes.
1,400 viewers. I know
Yeah.
like a lot of people came from there.
Mm-hmm.
Chiggy's the origin of Scarlet Speedster.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I remember that day as well, quite
Mhm.
because like I said, I was pretty early on, and she was the only one that I was like supporting at the time,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was one of her mods, and we were just chilling, and
Mhm.
yeah, 12 hours, and then everyone came in. A lot of people
Yep.
came in from that 12-hour
I
stream.
remember that night.
Yeah,
I
man,
remember that night. I was in a
dude.
Skype call with Jim and Wabbit and I want to say Wabbit was in there. It was Jim, Wabbit, and Missy, I think.
Mm.
And I think like I know me and Missy and Jim were all mods in there. So we was just like it was so many trolls. So we was trying to catch everyone and ban all the
Yeah, yeah,
trolls.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was just the chat was moving so fast,
Oh,
man.
I remember that. I
Memories,
remember
man.
that.
Memories.
I remember that one. And I was trying to ban, and she was scolding me on the side, saying, "Don't ban anyone, don't ban anyone." I was like, "Dude, there's so many
Just,
people being
I know,
racist and
screw
stuff." I'm
that.
like,
When you
but
have
hey, you
like
know what? That's what you get for being on front page, I think.
when you have
Yeah,
1,400 people in your chat, then you can
that's it.
guarantee you're gonna have to ban at least 200 of
Yeah.
them.
She got 1,000 followers that day.
Yeah,
1,000.
that was insane.
That was amazing, and I couldn't have been more proud of her because she took it like a champ. To be honest,
Yep.
some
No, she did
people
very
would
good.
just some people would crumble under that pressure.
Hmm
1,000 people in your chat. Yeah.
It's very nerve wracking. I can think
Mm,
back to like when trying to think back to when I had a lot of people in my channel. I think one of the first times was when I was playing Call of Duty and I don't know if you know anything about like the competitive teams, but there's a guy named Optic Scumpy and he shouted out he gave a shout out to my channel and like all these people came into my channel like so many people came into it like it wasn't even a Twitch raid. He was just on Twitter and just shouted out my channel and then like all these people came in there and like I only had that at that time it was only like maybe 350 people but that was just nerve wracking because that was like one of the first times I had all those people
mm.
in my channel and so yeah, it gets very nerve wracking when you see that many people just out of nowhere, just pop up in your channel. So having like over 1,000 is like even crazier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like even like when I'm playing Minecraft and I see like 60 people in my chat, I get really happy. But then you start seeing the scrolling, and even right now, I'm finding it hard to keep up with the chat because you know about me. So
Mhm.
I, I'm trying my best not to like lean in and look, but it's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Sir Daily, what's up, Sir Daily?
Sir, what's up, Sir
Hey,
Deadly? How's it going?
dude, this is the good thing about Tea Time with Moto. You have a guest on, so that person can always read the comments
There
and.
you go. Yeah, exactly. That's why you're here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, no. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, like with 60 people in the chat, it was very hard for me to just keep up, and I can just imagine how hard it would be like for you as well. I mean, I see like how many people you get, like when
Yeah,
you're
man.
playing your game. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
for people like us, because we're very chat interactive, it's
Hmm.
even hard. Like, so, a lot of top streamers that have that many people all the time,
Yeah.
they don't, they just give up and they don't talk to the
Yeah.
chat that
They
much, and so
don't
they just
know.
play.
Yeah, they just play.
But,
I've noticed that a lot. I've noticed that. I
uh,
mean, there's a few that I really like because they love to just talk to the chat,
mm,
which is cool, which is cool. But you can't even like talk to the chat like you have to have a game screen on for
mm,
Twitch to say that this is a gaming show thing or whatever. Um,
yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, like, it would be nice just to like have a full screen of your face, and then you just be talking, interacting with the chat. Yeah. But
Right.
Twitch with these policies and stuff. Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Sir Daily, shout out to Sir Daily.
He
He
donated,
donated
man.
last night.
That's so awesome of you, bud. That is so
Uh,
awesome.
He's the one of the main reasons I had to take 3 pies to the face. So
Mhm.
thank you, Sir Daly.
Mhm.
I will never forget you.
Wow. Yeah. So who's next for the pie challenge? Let's see.
I think I know who's next.
Hmm.
Isn't the pink one next?
The pink one is next because I nominated Chickamungus, uh, Darkest Fawn, who hasn't, who's being very very quiet right now, and Longchan. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I don't know. He
Yeah.
might be out of town or something.
So and then who
So
else we got? Cause who did Dead Sea? She nominated me, and who else did she nominate?
me, you, and Muchacho. So we've done it. We've done
Okay,
it.
so yeah, we're
So
good.
we've done it.
Then
So
I
it's
nominated Chrome, Last Hill, and Misty.
there. You go. Let's just hope that they get
Yeah,
the videos in, and we'll
I know.
play them on Wednesday.
I have to tell them because I don't know if they. I'm pretty sure Last Hill knows because he was in the chat, but I have to tell
Chrome.
I got to tell Chrome because I know he missed it. So
I haven't seen Chrome in a while either, so
yeah, he works weird hours, so he's like he'll go to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. He gets off pretty early, but then he goes to sleep pretty early, and most of us stream at a time that he's usually sleeping. That's why he's not on as much.
that's fair enough. That's fair
So,
enough. Yeah, I mean, like for me personally, that hurt as hell, like hell. The pie to the face, and I work. Let's see, I work afternoons to evenings.
mhm.
So yeah, it's tiring, but then I've got time because I'm working on your timetables, like your
Dude,
America test. I have to stay up till like 5 a.m.
I I always forget. I always forget that you're on like completely different time zones. So like if I'm watching, the Power Planters game night or the live cast, I'm like,
Yeah,
dang, it's like freaking middle of the night for Mo. I'm like, how does he do it? How did three? Like he was
3
so
a.m.
dedicated, and at that time, I was like, man, you deserve a freaking award. Like for real, you
Well, I
deserve
thank
an
you for
award.
thinking. I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
even joking.
yeah, 3
Yeah, I don't
a.m.
know anybody else on Twitch that is has dedicated that is dedicated like that. So.
Oh, thank you,
Listen.
man. I appreciate that very much. But no, I mean, like for me, like yeah, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is game nights and stuff like that. So it's not easy, but you know what? It's one of those things that I knew when I was putting myself into Power Planters, I was going to give it my all. You know,
Mhm.
it's the same with you and community casters. That's your little baby there. You know, you're
Right.
watching it grow, and it's the
Oh,
same with me. It's my little baby. And I'm watching it grow. And when I feel like there's something potentially going wrong, I'm going to fix it. It's the same
mhm.
with anything. It's like the same with whatever you put yourself into. It's a project that you really want to see succeed, and I really
Right.
really want to see it succeed. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Power
And
Volunteers,
that's exactly what's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
a slow grind,
it
but I
is.
guarantee you, both Power Volunteers and Communicast Live will eventually take over the Twitch sphere.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. But you know what they say: the slower the grind, the better the community.
Oh,
And I think that's completely true. Because
mm,
I feel like the people that do come to your channel and watch you every day and stuff like that, you get to know them a lot more.
yeah.
So
See,
it's just one of
see,
those things.
you see this right, Mo? You take a screenshot of this because that Fox says, "So when's the Planeteer's next recruitment?" And to me, that
Ooh,
tells me that he wants to become a
a Power
Planeteer. I'm just gonna
Planeteer,
put that
right?
out there right now. So I
Yeah,
should go
it
ahead and
seems that
screen
way.
cap that right now. We got to screen
Oh
cap.
yeah, screen cap that. Screen cap that.
Go to
Send
screen
that.
cap
Send
that.
that
No,
to the pink one.
no take backs. The digital. Oh yeah, yeah. The digital gaming angels. They're awesome too.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
So many communities.
Yeah.
Clear chat. It has been written in stone.
Yep, yep. So Dap Fox for the next Power Planeteer. Who knows?
There you go.
He's gonna be. What can we give him? What kind of name can we? The Teal Tortoise. How about that?
It's got yeah, it's the teal toy. Oh man, I would give names to everyone in here. Man,
Oni.
Oni, I want to come out to the UK. Shoot,
You guys should.
go
You
visit
guys
y'all,
should.
man.
Seriously, seriously, you would. Well, you know what I was thinking actually, like Gamescom in Germany would be amazing for everyone because it'd be new for me as well, but it'd be new for you guys because it's a completely new country, you know. So that would be a cool for you guys to actually
When
experience.
is Gamescom? What
Gamescom?
month is that
Isn't
in?
that August? I think it's August.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
actually, yo,
August.
I would totally do that. I would totally do that.
Yeah. Hi, Mouse. Welcome, bud.
What up, Music Mouse?
Mousey.
Call me the Red Arm, the Red Arm, the Red Fox. Visa says.
Yeah, I mean like, yeah, definitely something that you should look into Gamescom. If you guys go to Gamescom, I'll be there. I'll 100% make it there. 'Cause,
That's that's like PAX, right? I mean, you could just buy a ticket and go, right? Or
yeah. It's like it's like PAX. It's
open
there's
to the public,
panels.
basically.
Yeah, it's open to the public
Awesome.
yeah. I think the only one that's not open to the public is E3, right?
Three, yeah, that
There's
makes
also EGX as well in London that you should try
Okay.
and get into because that's as big as PAX and it's really cool as well. So
sense. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love to go to Gamescom actually.
Yeah,
Big-
Gamescom it seems like it will be a lot of fun, and especially like Germany is very like open, and there's a lot of people. There's a whole bunch of like ethnicities there and stuff like that. So
Mm.
you know, it's cool. I feel like it'll be a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are closing to an end for the stream, guys.
So fast. So
I know,
fast.
right? An hour. A lot of people have been saying the same thing. Like an hour. You should extend it to an hour and a half or 2 hours and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? That's something maybe I can do in the future. You know, maybe I'd have to have a certain plan of how I would like it. But right now, we're just chilling. You know, we're just chilling. We're drinking our tea. You're drinking your Powerade. We're just talking about random BS. You know, it's just random. It's so random. It's so chill, and that's how I like to keep everything. You know, just chill, just chill. There's no
Yeah.
point me trying to plan this out. There's no point me trying something completely out of my wheelhouse. When this is me, pretty much. I'm just chill.
It's fun, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, cause sometimes I just wish I could just sit and just talk to the chat instead of playing stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just I would love to do that sometimes as well. I
Uncle
do.
Elias, Uncle Elias. Yeah, I can never pronounce that. I can never
Uncle
pronounce that.
Elias, how's it going?
Elias.
Well, I
I can
call
never pronounce
you can
that.
say it a couple of ways. I say Ilyas, you know, because I have an Arab background, so I say Ilyas, but you can say Elias, I guess.
Wait, hold up. That Fox is. Wait, did you ask him what got him in the game? Wait, who's are you at? Who? Wait, who are
What?
we asking this to? That Fox says on something not so random. Did you ask him what got him into gaming? What his first games were?
Oh yeah, I should actually ask you that. Good
Well,
one,
I
Sat
can
Fox.
tell you what got me into gaming. I don't really, like I don't really know what got me into gaming originally, but hardcore gaming, I think as you would expect, like my earliest from that I can remember is sitting around playing Street. Like I did, a lot of people came up in the arcades playing Street Fighter, but for me, it was like sitting around a TV and I think it was a Super Nintendo with like family members and friends, and just passing the controller around every time someone lost. That kind of started it off, and kind of that's one of the reasons why I rage so hard and I'm so competitive when it comes to gaming is because I used to always get beat by them, and now I just want to destroy everyone. And I think like in the new age of games, it was probably my college days. I really started playing sports games a lot. As you would probably be surprised because I never play sports games anymore. But we used to sit up until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning every night playing Madden all the time, and Madden and NBA Live, and we would go at it. I mean, we would go at it, and that's kind of like those are kind of things that got me into like hardcore gaming because we would just go and compete like all night. But I think Street Fighter was one of my earlier games. I mean, I played games before then, but like talking about like consistently playing and playing for a long time, same game. Like Street Fighter was probably one of the earliest ones. Street Fighter 2 was one of the earliest ones, but there was also games like I can remember games like in the arcade, like WrestleFest. A lot of people don't remember that one, but man, WrestleFest was so fun. Holy crap, it was so fun. That was like one of my favorite games of all time. That and Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so you were like thrust into like the whole competitive arena kind of thing from young age. Wow, wow. Yeah,
And they used to whoop me up so bad. Oh my god.
You see, I was always better than my siblings so in everything, so just saying. But not anymore. Not anymore. Anywho, guys, I want you all to go and follow FredEx919 in the chat, guys. That is Fred here. Follow him on Twitter. He's an amazing, awesome person. He's my brother from another mother.
Oh yes,
you know?
for sure.
He is super cool, guys. He plays a variety of games. You will not be disappointed. Do this favor for me, guys. Just check him out. You will not be disappointed.
Unfollows Fred. Nah, thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
I know all these faces in the chat, so
hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm probably gonna have you on again sometime as well. So don't think you've been here once. You're not gonna be here again.
Trioga Game says, before I fall, I need to hear your thoughts on The Last of Us. I feel like this is a trick question. But I absolutely love The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. I played through it quite a few times, brought it twice, brought it on the brought it on the PS3 and the PS4. And The Last of Us was one of my most I guess in terms of like viewers and stuff, was one of my most successful like games to play on stream. Like I always had a lot of people come in and playing it on what was that difficulty level?
Grounded.
I can't remember. Grounded, playing on Grounded, yeah. So
I remember me and you were playing it at the same time. We were talking to each other while we were playing it. Yeah. So I think you got his vote because he's a huge Last of Us fan. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love The Last of Us so much.
It is. Also, don't call them zombies. He hates that. They're not
zombies. No, definitely not zombies. They're definitely not zombies. I would never make that mistake.
In fact, I made that mistake once, but it was because I was tired. Anywho, guys. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget, we are raising money for macular degeneration.
Yes. Yo, Nate, join the fight to improve sight.
Yes, guys, check out that link. We are raising money for macular degeneration. We're trying to find a cure for it, guys. And macular degeneration is something that affects your eyes. So, yes, if you had it, you would know how hard it is. Like even for me right now. No matter how big the screen is, this chat is. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you how big the actual text is right now. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? How big is the text right there? That's pretty damn big. It's the whole screen.
That twitch delay to catch up.
It's the whole screen, guys. Right? It's a whole screen. I have trouble looking at that. I have to go in very close to see it because I can't focus. So that's one of my issues with macular degeneration. So yes, guys, check out the link. Donate if you can, even the least amount as you can. You know, we would appreciate that very much, very much. We are at $700 right now, and we're steadily going to our next goal, $900. But yeah, do you have any?
If I always tell people, if you can't donate, it's all good. You know, just go on Twitter and just share out the link because you'd be surprised how many people have family members or may be affected by this themselves, and if they see someone supporting the cause, they will they're likely to donate. So just share it out if nothing else, and that'll always help. So.
Yeah. So guys. So Fred, do you have any last words?
No, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been fun. We have to do more streams together.
Hell yeah, hell
I
yeah.
take I take full responsibility for not being able to stream with you as much, but we definitely have to do more streams together. So
Hells to the yes. We definitely need
shout
to
outs
find some.
shout outs to you and everyone else
Oh, thank you.
that came out today and hung out with us.
Yeah, thank you for being my gracious guest. You're so awesome, dude. You're so awesome. I had
So,
to have
yeah.
you. I knew from the beginning when I started this, I had to have you on my stream. I knew this is the best way to get you on my stream because we haven't gamed in a while. That's true. So I was like, you know what? Let me just interview you. How's that? But yeah,
Yep, man.
guys, I appreciate everyone being here, and I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all for
All right,
coming,
y'all.
and we will see you next time. Bye,
Good
guys.
everybody.
Bye.